But anyway,
What?
ABK deal. Let's start with the note because after the note, we're just gonna improvise because so much other stuff came after that. But we have Sony tells the UK to force Microsoft. Um, Let me see. Yeah, Sony tells the UK to force Microsoft Call of Duty sales or veto the 69 billion Activision deal and urges the CMA to block the deal or force it to sell the blockbuster Call of Duty, as no other solution exists that prevents harm to the consumer in, in gaming. Let me stop right there and let me ask you crazy. So, according to Sony, basically,
Hmm.
this deal cannot happen. If this deal happen, it's the end for gaming. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think Call of Duty is this important that if the deal goes through, the industry it won't survive, unfortunately. So if Microsoft owns Call of Duty, apparently they can have exclusive content, but Microsoft cannot. So
Oh,
what do you think
I,
about that?
I'm hearing Blockbuster. Is it Blockbuster I'm hearing right now? Is it Blockbuster? Was it Blockbuster? That rental store back in the day?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it was
no.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, but it's Blockbuster Call of Duty. Blockbuster means like
No,
huge.
dude, no. I'm talking about hearing Blockbuster when Netflix was trying to do the thing. They were like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, okay. You're
Mm-hmm.
okay. You're using it as an example. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
just
you.
not, yeah, yeah, look what happened to you, Blockbuster. Yeah, keep doing it. But hey, let's talk a little bit about that. Is it the end of the gaming? No, it is not. The thing is about Sony is that they do not have what it is they need to advance, and they need to sit down and look for it for them to advance. Because hey, guess what, guys? Everything evolves, everything changes, technology advances. I mean, Sourblow, let's go a little bit, just one little minute off sidetrack. You remember cell phones we used to have, like, what was it, a Nokia, a cell phone that you hit like the type the three letters in order to send a message, or Motorola, Star Trek. You remember those cell phones back in the day? Star Trek, remember that? I mean, and look
No,
what happened now. Now we got
my
cell phones with
my
screens. We can send texts and stuff like that, right?
my
Same
first
thing.
phone was a Nextel, and we had the beep, beep. I don't know. I don't know if someone in the chat
Oh,
knows that. Back then, we didn't have like the calls weren't like unlimited like that. Like you actually had to like pay. So those
no.
came out, so everyone was using that because you pay like $1 for the whole day, and you can talk unlimited, and you had to do the beep, beep, like a walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, those were the cell phones, the little walkie-talkie to talk to people. That
Kind
was
of,
insane.
yeah.
I love that stuff. I love those cell phones, man. But it never worked in DR, man. It never worked in Dominican Republic. But hey, like I was saying, technology advances. Everything advances. I mean, Sour, we have never thought we would be playing, Halo, for example, on a cell phone. You never thought
Yeah.
about that. We never could
Yeah.
see that. You were like, whoa, this is amazing. Like I said, technology advances, everything advances. Sony has not made that advancement. The thing is, and let's be honest though, what is Sony scared of? Let's be honest though, is the amount of money they make from that game. Because, like I said, and I always say this, and I'll say this again, right? They get, with that money they make on Call of Duty, guess what they do? They make their exclusives.
Oh no, Crazy is gone. Crazy, where you went? Okay, well, anyway, while Crazy comes back, wow, what happened to him? But anyway, that was something that happened. But then, as the week continue, this is what I wanted to get into a little bit. We had Brad Smith aggressively starting to make deal. He made a deal with, I don't even know how to pronounce these two companies, but one of them starts with a B, one of them starts with a U. I don't have them right now. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have them right now. But the point was, he made 10-year deals with them in order to bring not only Call of Duty, but also bring Xbox games to their platform, which he continues to expand the the infrastructure, the cloud service to other platforms. He also, we know that he made the deal with Nvidia, he made the deal with Nintendo, he made the deal with Steam. Well, actually, they didn't even have to do a deal with Steam because Steam say they believe them and they do not need a deal with them. Um, so right now we're looking at Microsoft that they're making deal with anybody that's willing to cooperate with them and that wants their game, in whether it's the cloud, whether it's the platform, anywhere, they're willing to make deals. And I don't see how this could be bad for us, the consumer. And I don't see how this could be bad for developers. I always hear people talk about, is it good for companies? Is it good for us, the consumer, which, at the end of the day, that's what the regulators should actually regulate. But they should also be concerned about the developers. And in no shape or form does this deal actually, I don't see that it affects the developers, because first thing, Activision Blizzard, they have been having a lot of issues with the developers. they they've been having they were having their issues with sexual harassment. So that's there, the culture. And we know that Microsoft, I'm not saying that it cannot happen, but they do have a better, at least a better perception of how they work, like, better infrastructure there for those kind of cases. And also having their games being on more platform, how could that be bad? At the end of the day, the developers, they want to get paid, and they want the most amount of people to actually play their games. So I believe this is perfect for them. And I think, well, I don't think, it's obvious that Microsoft is going to continue to do more and more deal. The other thing that Brad Smith kind of said was that right now they're not talking with Sony. Apparently, they're they just they just do not want to make a deal. We saw that on the statement I read earlier today. And it's interesting because, like, what will the CMA do? Because, like, if Sony doesn't want to make a deal, but then Microsoft is offering a deal to anybody, even to Sony, and they're offering them a better deal than what they already had. That's what Brad Smith said. So if I'm the CMA, I'm like, okay, why are these guys not taking the deal? So I'll be curious to what they do. Are they still willing to block it if everyone else gets Call of Duty, everyone else gets access to most of Xbox games, and then PlayStation continues to not want these games? What are they gonna do? Are they just gonna ignore everyone else and just protect, I guess, Sony's first place, and then forget about anyone else? I don't know. That's very interesting. I'm curious to see what the chat has to say. My turn to shine. Dark. No, I'm stalling for time. I'm trying to see if we can get